So I see this a lot, people talking about, well, I can't improve myself. I don't have enough time because, I go to school, blah, 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 blah. And the truth is, this is just an excuse. Now, I have a friend who, Marsky, he has a YouTube channel, Marsky, good friend of mine. He goes to school and he works during school. Now, I never went to high school, so I'm not really sure how it works. I don't know how the hell he has a laptop and is able to do work in the middle of school. When I went to middle school, that would be impossible. But who knows? Maybe high school is different. Maybe you can do that in your school. If you can, I don't know why you're watching this video because that's obvious what you can do. Or, maybe you can't do that, which I assume if that's your case, if you can't just pull out a laptop and do whatever you want, then I assume that's the reason why you're watching this video. In that case, you need to find stuff that you can do while you're in school. And also find ways to free up time after school, because the truth is, there's a lot of time in the day. Whether you get off at school at 1, 2, 3, whatever the hell you get off of school, you have time. Even if you play sports afterwards, you have some time to get some stuff done. And always remember, the real magic pill is consistency. You can, 2 hours a day, truly dedicated to improving yourself every single day. You're going to be ahead of everyone else by the end of the year. So, really, this is just some excuse in order not to do anything. But even while you're at school, there's a lot of things you can do at school. Things that don't require this paper. Get some ideas after. Let's see. What can be done here? Say you want to improve your articulation. You want to improve your speech. Okay, you can do tongue twisters at school, can't you? Peter Piper picked the pick of pickle poppers, the pick of pickle poppers, Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked the pick of pickle poppers, was the pick of pickle poppers, Peter Piper picked. Tell me you can't do that at school. I just nailed that, bro. I'm that guy. Anyways, you can do that at school, right? I mean, I don't know, just sitting alone somewhere. Start doing some tongue twisters. Work on it. If that's something you're trying to work, which I think everyone should, to be honest. I mean, being able to articulate yourself is very important. Um, Other vocal, you want to get good at singing, okay, you can sing to yourself. I don't know, I'm just giving you ideas. My point is that you should look at things you want to get good at, things you want to do, and look for ways you can do it at school. And you should write down a list. And I make videos about this. You should set your goals and find the things you need to do in order to get to those goals. Now, all those little things, look for things you can do at school in order to maximize your productivity time. Now, what else? I'm trying to remember my days at school. Right. It's physical activity, gym, but I think it's kind of obvious. Hmm. I really didn't like school. I had a lot of friends, but that was the only good part about school. Everything else just sucked. So bad. Thank God I got out. Okay, so I'm gonna preface this by saying, do whatever your parents say. Don't do this just because I am. And also, don't do this irresponsibly. It's probably not even a good idea for me to say this. I'll put it like this. You can find a way to get out. So that could be dropping out. Remember, do whatever your parents say, okay? I don't want to hear any messages saying, my kid dropped out of school, because I highly doubt that's going to happen, but I don't want to see that, because you should listen to your parents. If your parents want you to finish school, then finish school. Or, the less radical is homeschooling. Now, depending on the state you live in, I know a lot of you, if you're watching my channel, you're probably a physically active specimen, right? So, you probably play sports. Depending on the state you're in, you can still play if you're homeschooled. In my state of Florida, I did FOVS. Now, as far as I remember, on FOVS, you can get all your credits, so that your diploma, and you only need to work about 1 hour a day. So you're significantly cutting your time, and you also don't need to wake up really early, so you can spend more time sleeping and reach your maximum growth potential in many different ways. I didn't even mean that for a double entendre, but it ended up being one. Now, on FLVS, there's a lot of different ways you can go about finishing your assignments. You can study and do your assignments, or, you can never do this. Never do this. You can also, don't do what you're thinking, okay? That's wrong. It's really wrong. Don't do it. So with all that being said, don't use school as some excuse in order to be some loser. Okay? School is not an excuse. And even also at school, I mean, there's another obvious thing you can work on. You work on social skills. Talk to a bunch of people. Talk to a bunch of girls. About random stuff. Get over your fear. If you have social anxiety, and you're talking, and you're going on comments or whatever, talking about, oh, I go to school, I go to school and I can't improve myself, bro. It's literally right there, right in front of you. Social skills. Talk to people.